Welcome, lovely dears, to another soothing, relaxing, nothing goes wrong session of the Western Chivalry.
Why would you say it like that?
Well, I'm going to keep you all on your toes and hooves, respectively. When last we left off, our party made their way through the woods on their journey to the Ivory home that they might continue hunting even further on for the next Arm of Light. No, exciting. It's been so long since you guys have found one of the MacGuffins.
It's been
It's
a
been a
minute.
long.
It has been a while.
Yeah. The last one you got actually was the Cloak of Warmth.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was from
So
the
what
Hassans,
happens?
and that was not that long ago, I don't think.
Well, it's August the 3rd is when you held the Broken Barons fort. Let's see here. When did you...
Probably like a month or two back in the game.
May is when you left the Hassan's place.
It hasn't
So
been that long.
it's not been super long. It's been like 3 in-game months. It's been many sessions.
Yeah.
And that's more to my point. It's just that you've done a good job of extending the session count. I'm glad that you enjoy your various characters, while I continue to fumble around, panic in the dark. Take a swig. Mm. Of sweet, sweet caffeine. On your journey, to the Ivory home, you came across a foul-fanged beast and dispatched it with relative ease, despite its regenerative capacity. At the same time, you also met someone else, a new person.
Indeed.
She is in poor shape, missing a lot of blood and quite tired. She's not suffering the poisoned condition thanks to a greater restoration, but that doesn't like refill all of her blood, so she's probably going to get Paladin pale again relatively soon. She needs a good long rest, and many long rests, really. And here we
Yes, she
pick up as
does.
this beast goes still at last.
Right then, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Sir Ariel.
Pleasure. Uh, she'll look around at the rest of your group as you sort of amble over and around this blighted portion of woods. Jesse's, of course, gonna immediately head for a monster and start fucking pulling her sleeves up.
Elisa Kierwyn Hornier. A pleasure.
A what? Yeah. Oh, you're from the north.
That I am.
And she will up nod the rest of you as and when you all turn up.
Down a black stripe.
Excellent, excellent. I am an Ivory Knight, as you might guess. She'll, show off her levelingly rendered emblem, although it's although a lot of her gear is battle scarred. It looks like she goes to regular effort to probably cast mending on this thing because she knows exactly what she looks like. And if she started walking around with a scratched up medallion, people would be like, enemy! And fucking attack her. Indeed, I believe that's the very first thing you guys checked for when you saw her sat in the hammock.
I was
Yeah,
concerned she might have been a
pretty
fallen
much.
knight. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That was a concern.
Yes, I'm the Ivory Knight Sophia, one of the captains.
Oh,
Well met then.
if I might
She
ask, how did you end up
smiles.
trapped up there in a hammock of all places?
Funny story, by which I mean kind of tragic. The rest of my squad is quite dealt with, but they bought me enough time to set up a defense and hide myself so that I could wait here. I was much too injured to escape its range.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Usually we leave this particular beast or its kin free because when its lesser beings range out, we can hunt them down with relative ease, and from there comes resources, tools, training for up and coming knights. But very recently that has not worked out too well. When we came here, we found this thing had moved in. I only brought an investigatory group with me.
I see.
And she will wince and rest a hand on her side, and you can see the blood pike she was holding just sort of collapses and becomes a pool of blood on the floor. Ow. Of course you may. Sorry. Obviously, copied you over in every sheet. You're going to turn up in places. But yeah, everyone, look at it. She's got a new token, and it's adorable.
BK just does the cutest.
That is factually true.
Should
And
we
this one's eye-centered because of Stray's habit of, like, rolling and spinning her characters around. That fucking left eye will always be watching you in the same angle.
be worried for more of this, I suppose, deviant to the normal of its kin?
Uh, Pardon, sorry, I was fading out there for a moment.
Should we be more worried about more of that kind showing up?
I have no idea. I don't think so. It moved in on whatever the old one's territory was.
All right then.
Well, perhaps it's a mutant version of the old Fang beast. I don't know, honestly. I expected to come back and see that they've, culled their own population or been done away with. I don't know. That wasn't the case.
Very well. We plan to make way to the Ivory home. Would you like to accompany us?
Well, we can turn down an offer like that. Yeah, that'd be great.
Wonderful.
If you have something I can collapse into, that'd be just dandy.
Let's see here. We are pulling around like at least a cart or something. Yeah.
You're pulling
Yeah,
a
we're
whole
pulling
fucking
out.
caravan. You have 25
Yeah.
wagons.
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
we have.
plenty of
Yeah,
room for.
we have plenty of places for you to collapse upon. It might not be the most comfortable, but it is something.
I'll go fetch my hammock. She will stand up a little bit straighter and will walk on over and pick up her stuff before returning. Hammock
Yeah.
now in hand.
Yes, you have a choice of about 25 different ones.
Okay. How did you come across 25 wagons? You don't look like the group that should be carrying, like, you know, you a supply force, expeditionary? What's going
We
on?
killed 25 people.
No,
It
no,
was
no. We
quite a bit
killed
more than that.
150.
150. Come on.
I
Get the
I
numbers
believe 25 more.
Yes, well, when you see all the supplies and everything else that are along with the wagons, I think you'll believe 150 a bit more.
Fair enough. You must tell me how.
Of course. It's a bit of a
Tajana?
long tale.
Could you please string it up? Let's retell the story of when few stood against many.
Oh, and a show. Wonderful.
Perhaps that's you.
Wait, what was that? I got
Ah,
distracted.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So there's a fort a
Oh.
couple of days to the, let's see, the west of here. a little bit south as well. The Broken Barons Fort,
yes.
if you know of it.
The,
I was asking if
yes. The
Anna wanted to.
Yes, and
Yep.
Tanner
Well,
wasn't paying the
yeah,
proper
Winter
attention,
wasn't paying
so-
attention, so I'm going with
yeah.
it.
Now I'm back, and now I know what we're doing. Yep. And we fought hordes and hordes of bandits. Just with a few extra people.
They weren't just merely bandits, they were night hunters.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a difference.
It's true. There were casters amongst them. Just pretty grueling, all things considered. But we came out on top.
Yes, through a bit of luck and plannings and traps, we were able to batter down wave after wave of them and eventually able to ride out and meet their commander and slay them on the field of battle.
Mm. What else? What else was there? Anything else we want to bring up? Because I'm.
We were the only ones there. That's the only thing we need to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, it's the forces of darkness. It was skirmishers, night hunters. So yeah, 150 enemies, casters.
Even more deadly than they appeared to be. I'll pull out the plate crusher. They had these. Essentially miniature siege weaponry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
those hit
looks like
like.
it might hurt.
Oh yeah, it's just.
Mm-hmm. And they fired volley after volley of them.
Yep. And insect plague. Oh, I have a new respect for that spell, and not in a good way.
It sounds deeply unpleasant.
Yep.
Is that why you've all got a rash?
Yeah.
Yes, it is that.
Plus, we just came from. Well, it was a couple of hour non-stop fighting, so yeah, we haven't got to clean ourselves up properly. We just came past here, hoping to see what we got and get to a nightfall.
Yes, admittedly, the beast here was one of our objectives. We had heard of it from a bounty board in Kingseat.
Oh,
Yeah, this was kind of just something on our way.
well, I mean, I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do a trip into Kingseat, I'm sure Eric could pay it out and go collect on your behalf later anyway.
No, it is
We're
fine.
just in King's Seat, too.
Mm.
Like, within the last 2 weeks.
A trip through Kingseat is never remiss, and it's
Nope.
certainly good to know what is going on in the capital.
Fair, fair. I heard some stuff happen, but I'm really paying attention to the politics of it. I know that we've been busy, so I apologize if the Ivory Home isn't what you would expect when you arrive, but we'll receive you well enough, I promise that.
Is it at
Busy with
least
what?
a home that is ivory?
Yes,
Well, then
Then we'll
it's
be good.
everything I could ever hope for.
it is a fortress of perfect white stone. It reflects the sunlight and stands upon the cross of two rivers and beautiful stone crags. I think you'll quite enjoy it. Probably looks very northern, just our kind of buildings.
Yes.
Very
I had
poetic description.
I had heard the Ivory Home has been busy of late due to the appearance of a rather quite amazing river bandit that somehow has gone past them.
She grimaces and just turns her head to the side to spit. Yep. Actually, we think they used an old North trick, lifted their boats and turned the underside of them into camouflage and just walked across the land.
Oh, yes, I've done that a couple times.
That would make sense, I suppose.
But they flew under all of our nose, so there must have been some kind of magic involved at the same time.
Or you just weren't looking out for an upside-down boat with a ghillie suit on it. Happens to the
Also,
best of us.
true,
Yes.
yeah.
I would say there's more than likely magic involved. As we've come across more Force of Darkness, it's been readily apparent that there's no shortage of magic among them.
Yeah. Well, they unfortunately most recently shot down a few of our scouts and then disappeared on us again. So now we're stuck waiting to see what part of the river they crop up on once more.
Unfortunate.
Ugh. But no, I suppose you'll have to see for yourself what preparations are underway. Is your friend quite done rummaging around in that thing's guts?
Hey, Jesse,
Looks like
yeah,
she's having a
done.
rough time of it.
I imagine she'll be done shortly.
There's a bunch of muttered cursing, and she just walks away with like 2 jars of blood. Yeah, whole thing's fucked.
It's
Poor
okay,
girl.
sweetie. You tried your best.
Ugh.
You've done us so much good before. It's
I
like
know,
one bad
but
job is.
regeneration.
I know there'll be
It's
other
such a big
regenerating
deal.
monsters.
Ugh.
Regeneration by means of beasts of darkness's blood probably wasn't worth it to begin with.
Yeah, whatever, knock.
I don't know. Even I might have considered
Yeah,
something.
regeneration. I mean, come on.
I do get the shit beaten out of me quite frequently. Would have been
Out
pretty
of every-
handy.
I do
Yeah,
too.
out of
I
any-
do too, Faunra.
out, out of anyone, you're the one that would most benefit from it.
I think you'd probably, if you had regeneration, though, you'd turn into one giant scar.
Wait, but if she's in her bunny form,
Then the scars would be in really awkward places.
would there be much scarring if she's a shapeshifter?
I don't
Yes.
fucking know. Probably.
Yes, there'll still be scarring. Just because you change your form doesn't mean that you get rid of everything about it.
Well, to be fair, Bob
Well, yeah,
does
no-
do that. His form just fucking vanishes, harmless. No, I think if you go unconscious and you're a bigger hair, you're just an unconscious big hair, right?
I don't believe we shift down if we go unconscious. Doesn't say anything about
yeah,
shifting
you'd
down
just
if we
be
go
a
unconscious.
terribly scarred were-rabbit, and then when you TF back, you'd have a fucking the scar wouldn't be on your side anymore. It'd be some awkward place randomly up your back. Yeah, that would probably be pretty gross. And yeah, Hallie, that's what I'm saying. Instead, regeneration would just scar her over. She'd turn into a giant scar in no time.
Scars are a sign of prowess and survivability.
I don't know that
I've got
scars mean
plenty.
prowess. I mean, they mean that you survive, sure, but surely if you've gotten scarred, that means you're making mistakes. That's why I have none.
Well, I have several. I am proud of every one of them.
I have a few now, I'm sure, but
I think you can shift yours away, though. You just hide them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. This flesh doesn't need to be scar tissue.
No, I'll be practicing getting rid of them permanently.
Oh well, lucky you.
Yeah.
Sophia will watch you all.
Sort of hold it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'd show off some of mine, but I'm feeling a bit raw right about now.
yeah. You know what we all could do it? A hot bath and soap. That's what you use.
Oh, for sure. Well, I think I'll open up if I'm in a bath. We'll see.
So let's get our asses going then.
Yeah. faster we're out of this blighted section, the better.
Yes, quite.
Like, can you just looks over and just looks over and is like, can you walk or do you need something to ride on?
We have
And
plenty of horses, Bob.
she's already going to be collapsing in one of the wagons, she said earlier.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pass out in one of your wagons. If you hear me snoring, though, just kick me in the shin or something.
I think the snoring will probably be drowned out by the sounds of 25 horses moving.
Well, I certainly hope so. And she blinks and pauses, squinting at Tajana. Huh. Weird trick. Anyway.
Don't worry about
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you guys are a short journey from the Ivory home, and it's a really easy journey. It's basically a day away, maybe a day and a half.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness.
Unfortunately, it's more like just 2 full days. You're moving a caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping along the river set at least.
Yep.
Why wouldn't that be longer than just going through this way?
No,
You
this
can't
is
get
a
them through
dense
those woods.
forest.
It's too thick.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, how neat and tidy this looks now.
How
Yeah,
what,
doesn't it?
The party loot. The new party loot.
Ooh, have you done? Let's have a look here. Party equipment.
Oh,
Provisions,
you're just filling it up into everything. Wow. I mean, it's not filled out yet, but like,
No, it is. Just refresh the handout.
oh,
It is
okay.
in fact
I was close to
all
handout.
filled out.
Oh, all right, cool. Nice.
That is pretty cool. You still have so many candy rations.
We have 500 premium rations too.
Fucking so many travel pies.
How we have when did we get 500 of
Bob.
those?
I gave Tristan some food money when we were at the Fate Tavern, remember?
And then Tristan ordered crates of fucking Cornish pasties.
Okay. So we have like 800 days worth of rations.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 80 actual adventuring days, but still pretty decent.
Oh yeah, tremendously.
Isn't it more? I mean,
'Cause we-
there's like 8 of us. There's actually 100 days, isn't it?
Go look under foodstuffs. That's our current feeding
Oh,
requirement.
10 per people. Okay, I see.
We're also out of horse ration, so they're eating people food right now.
Oh yeah, by the time you made it to this part, there hasn't been like a stop, camp, and forage like they were planning to do. So there's just
Yeah, they had no horse
feeding them
feed on
pies.
them, so yeah, we're feeding
Yeah, no,
the
they
horses
were
our fruit
intending.
and veg.
Yeah, they were intending to just raid nearby villages,
Yep.
but they didn't get that
1, 2,
opportunity.
3. Indeed, so that's
They
25.
sure
So
didn't.
that's 75
Oh.
rations just for the horses right there.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Just go with the cheaper ones for they.
Oh, obviously, I'm not
There's
feeding
enough in
the
the-
horses.
You know, to feed them.
no,
You're
let's
gonna
just-
feed them
let's
pie.
Just feed the horses premium pies. Why not?
Bang! What happens if you feed a horse a Cornish pasty?
Ben?
I was hoping for an answer immediately from horse expert Bang, but oh well.
Oh well.
Yes, let's see here. So you make your way through the blighted section and follow the river down. As you are traveling, you notice a few things. For one, you notice forms flying overhead.
We see what flying overhead, sorry?
Oh.
Forms
Forms.
flying overhead.
Like hornet forms?
No.
Well,
What?
let me just.
Fleet.
Sorry.
Whatever. Regardless. Also, I don't know how high up they are compared to your sight range. I know that your range is intense, and you certainly get a good look at it. Those forms would appear to be equine.
Pegasus.
Yes. Pegasus Knights in the Ivory Home. That is correct. That's their aerial scouts. They needed scouts that are, faster than the rivers that they're keeping an eye on. Otherwise, they can't really protect them properly. You can certainly try to wave one down at some point, and yes, your huge fucking caravan certainly attracts their attention, especially since they have an eye out for that kind of stuff, and you did definitely get all of these from a Force of Darkness.
Yeah.
That said, they can also see that basically all these carriages are fucking empty. Until eventually, a Pegasus rider heads on down. They appear to be. Let's see here. Just grab one of them. I'll chuck them on the map. C'est classy.
Mm-hmm.
Lands down and meets you all. She'll pause and salute. Her Pegasus will then snort warily upon smelling a Molinara on the wind. And she'll calm it a few times with a few slaps on the side of the neck. Greetings, honored
Yes.
knights. Do you need
Hello.
any assistance?
No, we do not need assistance, I suppose, unless you're willing to just go on ahead to the Ivory Home and tell the Grand Master to be expecting a group of questing knights.
Directions to the best tavern in the Ivory Home.
So you can tell them to
for-
run stuff.
Yeah, forget a tavern. Yes. Sure. Apricots. She'll walk her Pegasus forward so that Kiri can pet him.
His name is Apricots.
Yes.
Oh, adorable.
If you can send a message for them to run some hot baths, that would be quite appreciated. Crusading is dirty work.
Yeah, it looks like you've been full on crusading. Where are the rest of your forces? Have they
There
already...
aren't any.
There aren't any. We are all that it is.
There's quite a tale to tell if you would mind hosting us for a few nights.
Oh, we'd love to host you. Of course, I can rush ahead and make sure that they're all prepared for you. Would you like us to bring a raft down to get you there faster?
Would you have enough for the entire caravan? Because I mean, we
Would you
have
kindly?
quite a lot of things to take.
We can bring a number of. We can probably round up like 20 squires just to walk the whole caravan a little bit faster than you appear to be. Instead, tag leading them.
Anything would be
acceptable,
That would
appreciated.
yes.
be most appreciated.
Very well. I will hurry up and do that. If you'd like to get across the side of the river, perhaps enjoy some lunch. Oh, uh, my lady, and she'll glance and sees that Sophia's like sprawled out across one of the wagons and is uh just like leaning over the side. She looks a little bit pale and queasy now that all of her blood loss has caught up with her.
Ah, yes, we found one of yours. Thought you might want her
She'll,
back.
she'll probably
Yeah.
require quite a few days of rest.
And what happened to the rest of the forces? At which point Sophia will wince. I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Ah, I see. It's a shame.
Yes. Well, that we could have gone to them sooner.
She looks a little bit crushed, and then at which point Sophia goes, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." It's fine. At which point she will give the rest of you a nod and take to the sky again. Sophia winces. Her brother was one of the people who were with me.
I figured it was that or one of her close friends or a lover of some kind.
Mm,
Wish I could have given her a hug.
oh, hey, don't worry. They grow us up tough.
Still.
Doesn't matter how tough you are, losing somebody you love will always hurt.
I suppose so. I've lost one of my siblings too. And my aunt. It's not easy, but we get by. Uh, being a she raises a hand and then pinches index and thumb together. Being a little bit less sane than I used to be helps in its own way. Very easy way to cope with your own losses. Yeah, Horny Alliance doing pretty great. Yeah, when you sit down to eat and Scout Praline fetches a number of squires and we'll have them like running a raft train down here to sort of all climb aboard these horses and get them moving a bit quicker. And presumably bring some feed so that you're rescued for feeding them people rations for an entire day.
Thank goodness.
Good, I will load that back up onto our party loot.
Yeah. Don't want to feed them a stack of people food for like consecutive days. Indeed, you'd be leaving a trail of shit behind you.
That's what I normally do because they're shit walking.
Yeah, I
True,
mean,
but,
anytime
yeah.
Bob wants to experiment with this good berries, we do that anyway.
Well,
Good
yeah,
point.
I can literally just feed during one day. I can just give them a good berry.
You
No,
don't. Please don't cause like a train of diabetic diuretic
no.
It
horses.
might be that
Just
too when they're done.
Yeah.
no, just a good berry. Remember, it was said we could space them. We have
It's
to
true. You
space them.
can space them out. This is very true.
So a
Yeah.
day with good berries, they can manage.
Yeah. But that is no problem. Eventually, you are introduced to the Ivory Hold in all of its glory. Just make sure to grab the correct tally. There we go. I got the right token now. All right. And yeah, you are introduced to a beautiful towering structure set in the middle of the crossroads of the rivers, where large cliff edges look like they have been cleft entirely out of the side. Like there's a
Ooh.
general, like a visible descent towards this portion of the land. It was large enough to be an entire townstead. Yes, that is. Yes, Sir Eric, Lord of the Ivory Knights, is the is indeed Mr. Blowy.
Yes, I do remember. It's God and Dilf.
He is a luscious Delph.
Are we in the
No,
Ivory
none
home
of
now?
us is fucking presentable. None of us is
Yeah, no,
fucking presentable right now.
you're all like a complete. But look at this dude.
Yeah. So we're in the Ivory home now.
Yeah, you've just like basically made it past the rise, and you can see a descent into the split of the river.
I've never been so happy to see civilization.
Yes, it is quite well.
Yeah,
Not just
Jesse shrugs. You know me. No holds are better than
yeah,
towns, at least.
yeah, but
I,
stay
I, sugge-
positive.
I
Of
suggest we
what?
make our presence known to Grandmaster Bloodaxe and then ask for a bit of a recess so that we can clean ourselves.
Yeah, the scout already went ahead. Technically, Sophia's with you guys right now.
Yeah, we
Can
are
turn it on?
in
It
no
is on.
wish.
Yeah, but
Not
I
that we
mean,
can
there,
see.
there's
Oh,
a
I see. Player permission C isn't ticked on for whatever reason. How weird.
yeah,
That
but
should be
there's,
like literally my whole page of default.
there's a
There you go.
difference between like just sending a scout ahead and then just making
Yeah.
ourselves known to him and then doing all that, you know.
Yeah. But such as it is, you are not left wanting as you wrap around. Here on the corner that you can see that there's like a rising port to the structure, and it is to there that your boat rides. When they finally come to a halt, a lift will carry you up onto the wall, and they will walk you into town or into fort.
Nice.
Yep. A squire will rush over. Greetings, honored sirs, madams, lords, ladies. And he will do
Greetings.
a proper courtly bow. Would you like me to lead you to the closest place to get washed up and presentable? I was told that you've come a long way.
That would be very much appreciated.
Yes, quite.
Yes.
All right. Well, the biggest one is just up the road, and we've made sure to separate some rooms for all of you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Now, lead the way then.
He will nod and do just that. Ivory Knight Sophia, however, will ask Orana to loan her a horse so that she can go and report to Sir Eric. We'll catch up later, I'm sure.
Yes, we'll need to make note to the Grandmaster, given that we are in his hold for some time.
Yeah, of course. I'll
Eat,
let him know to expect you guys once you're presentable.
Mm.
eat
Or are you
some
going to come in the morning?
oysters. What
Once
time
we're
is it now?
What time is it now? Probably late afternoon.
once we are presentable, if he has time, we shall meet with him.
Very well. I'll let him know. And then
Yeah.
she'll climb aboard a horse and get into gear. While
I
you're
just
heading
told to
up.
eat some oyster, liver, and fish to replenish our blood.
Gross. Please don't fuck my dad.
She means your
Oh, is he your
blood.
father? I had
Yeah.
not
Oh,
known that,
Oh,
Bloodaxe.
yeah. The horns and ears, right. Was a human.
oh, I just thought you were a tiefling.
No, I get that from time to time. It's because I've been wearing, she gestures at a, magical mantle that she is wearing. Quite far gone.
Oh,
I
you wear it
see.
well.
Thanks. Yeah, this is the ivory bestial mantle. And on
What?
mentioning that, would anyone I don't know what a check would be to be like, oh, do I recognize this knight at all? They are a captain.
History?
Uh, yeah. I don't know what kind of check it'd be.
I would say history, probably.
Yeah, history seems good. Soon, new master life. Well, with an
Mhm.
18, yeah, you've probably heard of this person. Let me just show her sheet to you
Where'd
guys.
she get the part of fucking her dad?
Because you recommended a number of foods that people eat to get their libido up, and I'm not an idiot.
It's to replace the blood
No, don't.
loss.
Oh, I thought you were referring to meals for. Never mind.
I had assumed so as well, given Bob's first interaction with Blood Axe.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No, he mentioned your group actually.
Okay, I need to restart my browser. I'm just getting blank shit right now.
Weird. It should show all of the details, but yeah, Faunra, you
Yeah.
would know this lady as the War Sorceress Stone or Stone Sophia.
Stone Sophia.
Yep. Her ivory bestial mantle means that she counts as a stone golem for the case of damage immunities, condition immunities, and the senses she has available to herself.
Wow.
Wow.
She is actually immune to, let's see here, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks not made with adamantine weapons.
Not
Oh,
immune for
good for
blood
her.
loss, though.
Yeah.
No, if a fucking Beast of Darkness rents her side open, that sure is gonna count.
Yeah, those beasts of darkness sure do count as like magical.
As for condition immunities, charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, and poisoned. Again, lots
She
of
has
very cool powers.
exhaustion immunity? Whoa.
She's immune to someone inflicting exhaustion on her. She can just get sick and tired still, but like if a spell says they are made exhausted, that doesn't happen.
Wow.
But yeah, she can still get exhausted. Getting hurt and harmed will exhaust her.
You know, that cape plus, what's your name again? Ariel's ability shit there. And then we just last command her 200s, like, oh, you take harm. I'm immune to harm. Well, you get
No,
exhausted.
she's not.
I'm immune
No,
to
no,
harm.
I'm not
I
immune to
literally just
harm.
said that. I literally just said that harm can't kill Ariel.
Yeah, I can't be killed by harm, but goddamn,
She
do I
can
wish I
sure
could.
she sure can be terribly, cripplingly debilitated by harm. It's pretty terrifying. She's the best target for it because it won't kill her with a heart attack, but she'll certainly suffer for it.
Poor baby.
Okay, can you pop that again? Let's see if it works now. It's
Oh,
less retarded.
Sure.
Oh yeah, instant fucking load. Nice.
There you go. But yes, she's not technically Sir Eric's daughter. She's the daughter of Sir Eric's deceased younger brother. But she
Oh,
calls
so
him
she's
dad. Yeah, she calls him dad because she was like 2 when that happened.
Right, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So she's like basically adopted daughter, but is his niece.
Technically he's
Yeah.
Uncle Eric, but she calls him dad because he was the dad to her.
Yep, that makes sense.
Works for me.
Not to be confused with Bob, who calls him daddy.
Calls him daddy, yeah, obviously. Yeah, Sophia is infamously very strong, but as a result of wearing a terrifically powerful mantle that like deadens her ability to do things like feel fear and all of that, which is pretty corrupt. She's
Yeah.
pretty close to the brink, as again, she should be human. She should look human.
Yeah. Well, she's handling herself well. And she hasn't lost herself, so fair's fair.
Yep. It's a narrow edge for sure, but I take care of myself. But yes, I'll see you all later. I'll go let Dad know to expect you.
Yes. Thank you, Sir Sophia.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Well,
She'll ride off on Haunts, and the squire will continue to escort you to a large and when I say large tavern, like it's scaled for people who might happen to be large size to be quite comfortable in it. Like there is large furniture and small furniture, so walking in, you feel like fucking tiny people. Like
So like
Oh,
every
no.
like every building in Hoof's Reach.
yeah,
be like, oh no, Tiana. Sorry, no, Tiara. Sorry, oh, God damn it. Oh no, Tiara. You're going to have to scrub and get some deep cleaning of your poor Faunra.
That's
Oh
true. It is.
no.
It is a squire's duty to clean incredibly deep and vigorously.
Right, while you continue to make
Indeed.
innuendos, I'm going to the bath. I feel filthy.
And make her feel real filthy when she gets out of the bath.
And I'm already walking away.
I gotta put my tongue in her. She shouts after you.
People in the tavern just looks.
sees the person that she's hanging off of, and they go, fair, yeah. Go back to whatever they're doing.
Ah, bats.
Yep,
Scrub this shit off.
exactly.
Bath
They
time.
will offer to like literally launder all of your gear. They insist they are experts at getting blood out.
Yes, please, if you would.
Thank you.
Yes, like, but don't get. You just give them the rules. Don't get soap in the eyes. It's like it's really, really
No, it's
offensive.
Johnson and Johnson's like no tears formula, aka the most tear-inducing formula.
Yeah, how do you want him to get no soap in the eyes when the entire robe is like made of eyes?
Yeah, that's the
Very
hilarity.
carefully.
Can you ask the eyes to close?
It just grunts and just closes eyes. It just all of them just squints. You know that super squinting look. It'd be like that's
Alright.
about the extent.
You could unattune to it for for like just while they go and clean it all. Their eyes would close.
Yeah, but that takes. Yeah,
It's
that
an
would take an
hour.
hour though. So.
Unattuning is instant. Attuning again is an hour.
Oh, it is.
No.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
well.
Is it
No,
not? Unattuning
it
itself
takes
is
an
an hour
hour.
action. Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right, fine. We'll get this as clean as we can.
Just get squints really harder than Will gives a thumbs up.
Fair enough. But yeah, we'll go get this all cleaned up for you. If you need them, we have dressing gowns and robes in the rooms as well, so you don't have to, strut around naked. And the tavern attendant will watch as like one of many barbarians. Just we've all seen the Sikh type, of course, many a time. Just sort of saunters by wearing basically underwear and drying her hair. She sits down to continue drinking a pint and eating a pie.
Be like, don't worry about me. I can just
Yep,
through
yep,
it. Through it. I'm okay.
sure. Oh yeah, there should also be fur wash. Some of the people here have grown fur.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah, you'll probably be wanting some. I'll have that brought up to you.
Thank you so much. Also, is it just me or is everyone here just an absolute hunk? Even the ladies, goddamn.
Oh, we get that a lot. The most slender of our group tend to be the Pegasus riders, for obvious not squeezing flappy horses.
I
But yeah, for the most part, we're big around here, and also, hey, arms of darkness change people, and in a lot of cases, they make us bigger and monstrier.
Hmm.
This
Like,
Makes
place is
sense to
definitely
me.
more my side.
yeah,
Same.
I'm sure
I
you've
like it
seen
here.
yeah, I'm sure you've seen our Grandmaster. He is enormous and definitely started normal human size when he became the Crusader like a few decades ago. Hoof polish. I can send a runner to go and get one from the Pegasus Knights.
Time to get your hoopies did.
Yeah, you get your hoof dead.
Oh man, imagine
They've got
just getting your
they've got a great
fucking
big barracks and adjacent stables. I'm sure they can get some of that for you.
get your hoofies clean there, get them filed, get some new shoes on.
Yeah, if you've got a copper, I'll pay a runner to go up and get a grooming kit.
Oh, okie dokie.
Yeah, sure.
Fleets of gold.
And she'll yeah, wave a kid over. They look similar, maybe a younger brother or maybe even a son if she were a young mother. will accept the copper and dash out the door. You guys gonna
All
get
I'm saying is that
appropriately groomed up?
I'm sure as fucking happy we're not using the goddamn old British currency.
What fucking shillings?
Yeah, pence, shilling ounces there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also glad that we aren't using random old British currency. Yeah, let's see here. It probably takes like 20 minutes for a runner to come back with a grooming kit and a knock on Hallie door, which may well be Hallie and Kiri in the same bath, and deliver that for you. Tiara will of course go to Absolute Town on Faunra as expected.
Oh,
You get the big scrub.
She loosens up all your muscles and then tenses them again.
Yay!
You
Kieran's
get the
obviously spilling out,
fucking,
yeah.
you get the Korean, like back massage, but she's stepping on it. You're doing the foot press massage there. Oh, that's so fucking good. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
can I make a special order? Well, for some of that. Oh, wait, actually, wait, no. I know. We have that in our inventory. Never mind.
Hmm?
I don't know where it is. Where it's in our new inventory. I have to figure out where it is in here. Because I know Hallie has contraceptives.
Correct.
I wonder. I need to bum some of that off of you.
Okay.
Not for me. For
Huh.
Tiara.
Tiara looks confused. I'm about to get dick down?
I got something when I was at the witches' meet.
Ooh. Am I gonna get introduced to some witch's meat?
Maybe.
Alright, I'm into it. So yeah, they're in VCT and just the dressing gowns that
Oops,
everyone's
that's
wandering
not the
around
wrong
in.
one.
Brutal critical!
That's the wrong one.
The Faunra just turns around and absolutely slams Tiara into the ground.
I mean, she's gonna get slammed in a manner of speaking.
Alright.
Come on the slam. Welcome to the jam.
But yeah, fucking you devastate poor Tiara.
Not that she's complaining.
Oh no, absolutely not a problem at all. Let's try and impress your gal. In fact, no, let's face it, what she needs to roll right now. Survive. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Come on, roll that fucking
Yeah, let's see
rage
an
die.
let's see an athletics here. When you finally come down from bath time, air quotes, you've just fucking cheese over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
She couldn't be happier.
Oh yeah, totally.
She got that endurance training eventually.
That was instant lost shit. Oh yeah, for real.
Instant loss, Dogen. Yes, exactly.
I see that she has had fun.
Even, 2 washrooms away, the fucking ceiling is shaking.
She had some kinks to work out.
I don't think you got all of them. I think the kinks are still there.
Probably.
Shut her up, I'll die. Her toes are wiggling as she says it.
Someone needs to get her some Gatorade.
You only go over and lay
She
on
needs a
hands her a few
fucking-
times.
Shit. Bitch needs a good berry to restore whatever fucking shit she lost.
What do you
Nah,
mean?
nah.
She had so much protein put into her.
It's fine. It's fine. All I need to do is cast Greater Restoration and give her some moo cow milk. She'll be good to go in 10
That
minutes.
is fucking great, Arresto. You just spend diamonds on her fucking.
How fucking.
Let her enjoy her afterglow. That's so mean.
Right. Well, get yourselves as presentable as you can soon enough, and we shall be on our way to Sir Blood Axe.
It should be another 30 minutes and we'll have your clothing all ready for you. Enjoy, yeah.
Wonderful.
Now, Blood Axe is certainly a northern sounding name compared to all of the names I've heard down here. What's the story behind that, I wonder?
Let me.
It's 'cause it's
I'm gonna roll a
west-
history
Yeah,
check and see.
give me a
Yeah.
history check.
Let's see here. History.
No fucking clue, mate.
I'm afraid I do not know of it.
Let's see here. Jesse. She is actually, like, for once not in her giant leather coat and mask and all that. She's similarly just sat in a silk dressing gown.
How long
Hair's
is
all
Jesse's
clean
hair
and
nowadays?
scrubbed down. She probably does like just like a quick knife chop just to get it short each time. Otherwise, it gets in her eyes.
No. Still, Kierwyn gonna pick Jessie up, plop her into lap, and start like combing her hair out, all nice and pretty.
Oh yeah, she's like scrubbed herself down properly, and she'll squirm and fidget a bit.
Nope.
Well, what I can tell you is I'd imagine the tale involves him, his axe, and quite a bloody battle.
Wow, I never would have come to that conclusion on my own. Thank you for your insight.
I know, right? I know.
No, see, no. This is how it goes down. He'd be like, he just gets the book that says Dilfs and just flips over. See,
Of course,
Blood
the
Axe.
famous Dilfs of the West.
God, Faunra,
Faunra.
she's so gay for like just big knight, like honorable knights and big deadly weapons. Like anytime that is a history check that comes up, Faunra's there. She knows them.
Unfortunately,
it's like the only shit you read
it's
about
a-
as a
the
child.
double click.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
It is the double
16.
click, but like a 16 is still great.
Yeah, it's still great. Yeah.
Bob, Faunra,
Yes.
both of you know that Sir Eric Bloodaxe didn't have a surname. He was just Eric at some point. He's called the Bloodaxe because of his axe, which is a great beast axe that seems to just like make things bleed for like fucking ever when it hits them.
Is it just the axe that what's his name from Final Fantasy XIV has? That's for some reason always bloody.
It's
The
warrior
warrior
relic
axe,
weapon?
yeah, the warrior relic one for AR.
sure. I was thinking more.
It's Arbert's axe, Skow. You know it.
Remember Ghost
Right,
in the
right,
Ghost
right,
Face that
right,
always
right.
shows up and talks to you in Shadowbringers?
Yeah, it's more along the lines of the. Well, maybe it'll post over. It's got Punga on the end. Big ol' Bloodborne axe.
Nice.
Ah, yes, of course.
They just removed the Born Parcher's Blood Axe.
Yep. But yeah, that's how you know it. Like his name is incredibly simple. He doesn't have a surname, so he uses his weapon, and it's the weapon that previous Ivory Knight Grandmasters use. They must be strong to carry.
Strong of body and of mind.
Mm-hmm. Sophia probably will not be taking up the axe. She would just
Fall of darkness, yeah, probably.
like immediately. Yeah, she's too far gone. So she already knows she's out of contention for Grandmastership, and that's also fine. She ain't
Oh.
about that nepotism.
Yeah, as you've told me repeatedly, most often, Grandmaster is not a title that goes down in the family.
Yep. It's got to be earned.
I know, that's why I'm trying to earn it.
Yeah. All right. And we'll eventually come down with your gear.
Bob has been squinting this entire time.
Yeah. They're currently trying to scribe, but it's gotten really fuzzy now that they're at the night hall. They're like, oh, come on, the reception on this thing.
You have to get up and slap
Be
the
like
mirror. It moans
Yeah.
sometimes.
Damn it.
But given the date, it should be around now that Tristy Boy should be popping up.
Yeah, Morgan will probably actually be like, oh, well, if you want to pass your companions a shopping list, now be the time. If they go any deeper into the hold, I won't be able to drop a portal in.
Do I really need anything? We're right next to the dragon hold. I can just pop over there myself.
I
Good point.
literally could too.
It's fine. 1 second. I still need to do a thing. She pinches Jesse's bum. And there is a yelp from Jessie in your lap, Carrie. And when she reaches back to grab at her bum, she's holding a piece of paper. Huh? Oh.
What is it?
Wasn't me.
Is it a coupon?
Did
No,
you? Where the hell did you pull that out of? Like, do you have like a secret pocket back there?
Everyone has a secret pocket back there, Bob.
I meant, oh.
She
Okay,
will
okay.
just. Yeah. Okay, I can handle that. And she'll fold it and just tuck it into her cleavage.
What is it?
It's a request from Lady Morgan.
What for?
Well, it is a secret.
Oh?
Yeah, speaking
Is
of,
it dangerous?
God, no.
I feel I need to ask, given that you said it's a secret.
Lady Morgan's a
And
sweetheart. Why would you suspect?
Lady Morgan is also someone of great power that can ask for many things.
look, it's nothing dangerous. She just wants me to check up on someone.
Very well then.
well, speaking of those nerds,
And yeah, Morgan will look to
should
you
be.
first, like, well, yeah, if you're either of you are feeling up to it, of course you could teleport in there.
Character, how many days left does Trist have on convalescing? It's been at least like
Let's
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you've done pretty well. Let's have a goosey
And he had
gander
a
here.
double speed week.
So let's see.
Yeah, you got that purifying witch's ritual on you.
Did it happen in July?
Yes.
You turned. Oh no, I mean when he first had to take his break.
I don't think so.
What was the last thing Triss did with the party?
The dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought we were still a week out from getting Tristy back.
I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. I don't know.
Yeah, but we
Like, if you guys are
have
taking a few
traveled.
days
We
off, though,
thought
Triss will be ready to adventure by the time you guys are, probably, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. Let's see here. So the
Dragonborn.
dragon The dragon fight was.
Remember, don't measure it quite like that because you have to count in the couple of days that we were back at King's Seat to go back
Oh,
over
I know.
to
I'm just
here.
saying, like, just this
Yeah.
line here is 22 days. So,
Mm-hmm.
We-
Yeah,
and
all right.
then
We'll say that you're a week out.
and it might actually not even be that much because if there's also the teleport, because we also went back, so that's 25, and the 3 days at the
Oh
Witch's
yeah, I want to
is
get all
28.
the teleport circles copied.
I think Trish is
Yeah,
actually
okay.
done.
You are actually done. When the party left for the Mimic Dungeon, that was July 15th. And right now it is. It is the 15th of August.
Haha.
Yeah, the 15th. Wow,
Yep, August 15th.
another week for Tajana.
What the hell?
What?
There's something in the background. Sounded like boats.
It was
Although it
not.
sounded like a kid.
It didn't sound like boats, no.
Probably
I
my
know, I'm just
background.
kidding.
Don't worry
Full
about
of
it.
shit. Yeah. It's time for Tristy back, guys.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, that means the reason that Kiri stopped traveling with you guys is because she got distracted on Dilf Island.
Sounds good to me.
I mean,
no.
if Kiri was ever gonna get distracted somewhere, it would be giant Sir Hunk over here.
Oh goodness. Let's.
Yeah, just leave me here a while, Kiri says.
Yeah,
I'll catch
I'll
up to
catch
you
up.
guys.
Kiri
She
just
did not, in fact, catch up.
Catch up.
Kiri just immediately cock blocks Babo.
Brutal. All right. Yeah. I guess your mother will probably like the very next day because it's like late afternoon when the party is reconvening to go and speak to Sir Eric. I imagine you'll get dropped off in the morning.
Nice.
They're not there yet. It's tomorrow morning that they're going to be here, guys.
Yep.
Can we organize a feast?
I
for
can still
tomorrow
be
night,
over
then?
here.
I'm sure you could still be stood there. Yeah, you
Yes.
could organize some kind of a feast.
I want to organize a feast for tomorrow night so we can tell all the knights what what the fuck happened.
Sure. Okay. So, as your party heads up to see Sir Eric, you can see that there are a whole bunch of like knights and barbarians, and it appears to be war clerics. They are all like drilling in an open practice field. There is a quartermaster off to the side who is like checking over every weapon and bit of gear meticulously. And when you arrive, and they're like, "Do you have a caravan of how much coming?" Sorry, and you talk about all of
25
your gear. Like,
wagons.
that's pretty good. I guess we'll have to use the lower bridge crossing and gather all that up.
Yes.
Here, if
most-
you'll. He reaches underneath his desk and pulls out a slab of paper. If you could give me perhaps an itemized list, I can see about getting that turned into cash for you, because that could not come at a better time.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Presents the itemized list she's already prepared.
Yeah. No.
Same.
And glances up in very neat handwriting.
Oh, thank you. Seneshelling was my job for quite a while.
Ah, that makes sense. All right. I'll see about getting funds for this all put together, and I will. Where are you staying?
I'll give him the inn that we were just at.
Ah, of course. Yes, I will have payment sent down there. Do you have a preference on the currency?
Not in particular, whatever would work out best for you.
Well, we have bars of Electrum and obviously coin. We have gold bars, gems.
Gems and Electrum bars would probably be most efficient.
All right. Okay, and then yeah, you've already got it written down as gold. Obviously, it's that
Yeah.
much Electrum in its gold value.
Yeah.
They will have that sent on down. Very well. I will have that sent, waiting for you all. That's
Thank you.
quite the list. I am excited to hear the tale later.
Yes, it'll be one for many Skald songs for the future.
He will salute you guys properly. And you can continue on. And yeah, it looks like the Ivory Hold is gearing up for war.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
When their drills all finish, they will essentially return all of the gear they were exercising with, and that goes into the quartermaster's check pile, which of course earns a withering sigh on his part. Like, it's so fucking busy.
So what's going on out here?
Well, preparations for taking the fight to the darkness. They've been getting a little bit too happy to push in towards us. We've got to slow that
Yeah,
tide down somehow.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yes, quite.
Scouts have been on
Well,
double duty. War clerics have swapped their arsenals strictly to healing and large explosions of some kind or another. Knights are gearing up and ready. Barbarians gearing up and ready.
It will be good to finally have forces striking back again.
Indeed, indeed.
it would be nice when it's more than like 8 of us versus them.
It's never just simply been the 8 of us versus it. We may do things on our own, but the holds are always preparing and sending
No,
out
I mean
scouts
like
and the
for
like.
the night. No, I mean like for the fact that if we take on the like what is like a group of them, at least it's just not gonna be 8 versus them this
Yeah,
time
8 versus 1.
or next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It
It was a
very well
reference to
like
your crusade hold.
yes, it very likely could though. That was rather spur of the moment.
Uh, so many grumps in the dragon hold. They're constantly on duty. Yes, so we've been finally given leave to stop being a reserve force, so to speak. But any more than that, obviously, you'll have to ask Grandmaster for that. I'm just a quarterman.
Of course.
There is plenty of hard exercising eye candy, and now they're all heading off to the showers.
I know, I've been
Yeah.
looking at each and every one of them.
Well, I'll be on my way to Sir Bloodaxe now that it looks like the drilling has been over.
It's just
It
half
is
the
a
party
feast of
sitting on the
Delph.
sidelines staring.
Yeah, you all can do that. I'm just gonna go to the actual guy.
Like
Have
when the
fun.
hair
Wait.
hold exercises, it's a feast of beauty. When the fucking ivory hold exercises, it's the Delph parade.
Yeah, Kiri's about to be like, yeah, have fun with that. Wait a minute. I bet he's even hunkier. Coming.
Yes, I imagine that probably the only reason you're going for it. Yes.
I have no other
He's
business
the
with him.
mega deal.
True.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, like he's this tall and like this over the shoulders, and he has that like actually sculpted wide, broad shoulders down to the waist there,
Well,
and
only
then like
that tall.
developed there. And, like,
My husband's bigger. Well, my first husband was bigger too. But I'm sure he has many redeeming qualities.
Right. I'll begin making my way towards the actual Grandmaster then, while these two discuss the hunk.
The honk.
It's been a while since we met with a Grandmaster.
It has. And it'll be our first meeting with the
At
Ivory
least as a
Home
group,
Grandmasters.
anyway.
It'll be our first meeting with the Ivory Home Grandmasters since the meet.
The building is no less beautiful up close. It's been like regularly scrub washed, and the mortar is actually checked pretty regularly. and it gives you a glorious view of the setting sun.
Oh, time to wipe pose.
Mhm.
Yep,
Very
there are at
pleasant.
least a handful who will do the same.
I will do as appropriate, whether that's to knock on or to get entrance into the place and see the Grand Master.
Yeah, a couple of the elite guards are at the front of like the building that just makes up the Grandmaster's office. Air quotes. It's obviously also his home in the second floor, but you
Just
will.
announce a presence.
Yep. The elite guards will. They the smile and nod type. They probably just nod and will wave you in.
I'll nod back and head on in.
Kiri, you are momentarily stopped when they see that you don't have a knight badge on you. Sorry, could we have this one's identity, please? I don't know who you are.
Of course, she is a visitor from the north that has been traveling with us and has been of great help to us. One Kierwyn Hornia.
You're Alessa, Kierwyn Hornier.
Yarlessa. Very well. Shan't keep you. No. Pull their halberds back.
Thank you, tiny men. She'll give them each a head pat.
Tiny men. They are these are
And the
Ivory boys.
halberds go
They're
right back.
yeah. They are in and of themselves fucking luscious and jacked.
Yeah, but Kiri's also like 7 feet tall.
That's true. Maybe like one of them's at eye level with you. The other one's only a couple inches shorter.
Please do not demean them as such, Lady Hornia.
Kiri just smiles and giggles.
Uh-huh. They're both watching as you walk in, and then you notice that they are leaning forward a little bit to continue to watch your party walk in.
And Kiri struts a little bit, more hip wiggling.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, when you come on in, Sir Eric is sat in simple tunic and pants, and there is definitely one of those standing cases that's got all of his gear. The gigantic blood axe itself is resting propped up against the wall in arm's reach. It's probably always in arm's reach. The wall features a series of, let's see here, a lot of Beowulf-esque, like skaldic poetry of a series of events, historical fights that previous grandmasters have had.
Let's see. Greetings, Grandmaster Bloodaxe.
Greetings, Lady Ariel. He pauses. A new face, I see. Thank you for the return of the young Lady Sophia. It's been a long time since she's actually come back home for any period longer than a day. It's a shame that injury is probably the only thing that's going to be keeping her again.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it is our pleasure to help out a fellow knight in need.
She's such a
Yeah.
sweetie. I'll see if I can give her a talking to about staying home.
No, she gets very antsy stood around. I don't blame her.
I
He
know the type.
pauses. I recognize the accent. One of them northern foxwolves.
That's right. Alessa Kierwyn Hornier at your service.
Now you're lesser. Gosh, you do all get around, don't you?
Mm-hmm. All the way down to Torchlight, in fact.
Torchlight. Oh, yes. Ah, that would be where I recognize the name from. When I remember getting commissions from your group, well, been near a year ago by this point.
Indeed. We're thankful for the assistance. Torchlight was a bit of a fixer-upper, but she's doing better these days.
No doubt. Perhaps at some point she'll even pay off the incredible insurance that we had to put into place. Or insurance interest, even.
Kirill side eye. Someday.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've been told that you defeated a crusade's worth of foes on your way here, and killed the beast to rescue Sophia in the act on the return journey. So, again, I would like to officially thank you. And certainly reward you for your efforts. And he will get up, which of course means that you're all just treated to the sight of a gigantic muscular man slowly standing. Although his clothing seemed very loose and baggy on him when he'd been sat down, it just, all settles in to sit quite perfectly on this sculpted fucking old man. Let's see here. Pray so, what would be of most interest to you all? We can provide money for the service, but we've also got some, I suppose, goodies stowed away in the armory.
Okay, he's talking about like rewarding us for the big 150 night thing, yeah?
Yes, for killing 150, opposing foes. That's going to save the lives of and effort of a number of his men when they move out into the field.
Right. Well,
Mm.
it would be amiss not to get an edge against the force of darkness. What we can see in the armory would do, and if nothing fits us, and monetary services will be perfectly fine.
Very well. I can give you a tour in the morning, should you fancy it.
Oh yes,
That
you
would
can
be
fancy
lovely.
that.
Our armory holds a large number of weapons crafted over the years from the beasts fallen. We have some as well of a little bit more, I suppose, natural acquisition. Some tools from the jungle here and there. But obviously, we know our specialty, and he'll reach over and rap his knuckles against the very angry-looking axe resting on the wall.
Faunra nods appreciatively.
I feel bad. It's like Ariel's like, I think we would be remiss to turn down tools. I'm like, you're gonna turn down all of these fucking tools, the nearly
yes,
entirely all arms of darkness.
I know I am like, listen here. This whole hold, I have to. I know my flaw and everything, and I'm making sure that I don't just spout off some bad stuff about it, because that'd be really remiss of me to do so.
It would be rude.
Yes.
Very.
So while I may not quite agree with their method, I do know it and I do respect it somewhat.
Yeah. It would be put in the corner with the dunce cap on and then be told to wait while the rest of the kids get to eat their ice cream.
Ice cream, yay! I'm afraid the non-darkness ice cream machine is broken. No!
No.
It's like when you go for milkshakes and they have all of them except banana, which is the nicest of the milkshakes.
That reminds me when I was in Nidlong, I had two types of drinks that had mango in them. One was alcoholic, the other was a milkshake, and both were fresh mango and fresh strawberries. So good. The milkshake was just pure delight, and the drink was just pure delight, which turned into drinks.
Very well. Alrighty. Yes, the armory, as they say, plenty of weapons for you. Any kind of preference, any of you feeling a little bit under-equipped? I can see a number of you are toting magic.
Well, maybe sturdy, but I'm not strong in that sense. So we'll see if maybe I got something for just wiggle fingers for that.
Something to
Cast.
boost your spell casting. See.
Yeah. That's also my fetish. Who knows? I got a few of them, but none are, well, useful spellcasting.
I believe some of the shaman and cleric have constructed a reasonable number of pretty powerful fetishes, yes.
Ooh.
There is a moment's like silence where he appears thankful that no one has made the obvious joke.
Here he is
I was
visibly
waiting.
restraining himself.
Yeah,
herself.
I was waiting.
I almost wanted to be like wisdom saving throw.
Alright, hold on.
I was still expecting Bob to make one. I really was.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Bob is just Bob said ooh and just is leaning forward. You know, like when you lean forward on your tippy toes like that, like oh, like
Yeah.
a, ooh,
Mm.
closer.
He'll nod sagely. Yes, all right then. I shall see what we've got in stock. We will nod. Yes, is there any other information you might have to share with us about the front into which my soldiers will be going?
Let's see here.
Well, there's a nice fort. Well, not nice fort. It's ruins.
It's a ruined fort, but
If
it could still be
repaired, it would be
manageable.
a good outpost.
Is the journey difficult to get supplies like quarried stone to it?
Was it a difficult journey for that
Nah.
sort of thing, Skow?
Okay, so technically the journey there wouldn't be too hard. There is a circuitous land route that they can take so that they can avoid going through a swamp.
Oh, is that what that
Yeah.
unexplored area on our map is? Is just swamp.
Yes.
Not lots of swamp. It's just that one of the shorter routes. It's just swamp, but he can actually they can pretty much follow the shore.
They probably have
Yeah.
a better grasp of the surrounding area than we do on
Yeah.
our map. So if we point
Now,
out
they'll
where
reward.
it is,
He would be remiss not to reward you with, some revealing on your map.
that would
Yeah,
be that'd be
sweet.
nice.
It would be appreciated.
Let's
As
see.
the outpost is here,
Yeah. Let me just
which it's close to enemy lines, so it'd be a very good forward operating base for them.
yeah. It'll give you the whole section.
We can also detail the route that we took.
Holy
that-
shit!
Holy shit! Wow.
Shit. That's
Wow.
Yeah, we've been mapping the area quite closely for a while now.
Very well. The fort as well should provide a good jumping off point for claiming the terrace.
Or just strikes into enemy territory.
but the problem is the distance going there from there to there.
And it is not a short journey.
Ah.
yeah.
Especially when there's
Mm.
that.
Yes,
Yep. I see.
they're one down on
Yeah,
that list.
your journey actually quite adeptly avoided bumping into any more of them. Well done.
Fuck.
Yeah.
if you decided to like make a break towards the river to go up instead, it would have been a nightmare. But you instead went, no, around.
Very far
Yeah,
around.
we didn't know about them, yeah.
Yeah, you had no idea.
Sheesh,
I see.
That's a lot of enemies. Ugh.
Indeed, although you appear to have punched a hole in their line of approach. They might wrap around on it
Oh, yeah.
soon, but it definitely gives us some kind of lead into just, let's say, stemming the bleeding.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So awfully close to the Black Knights.
Yeah, we believe they might well be their first.
Target.
Yes, if they can take out the Black Knights, then they've got a central location to sneak. Well, not sneak, obviously, but get very close to our land or close to the Forest Knights without being able to take advantage of the Ivory Home's aerial forces.
Oh,
We
is
can
this
make it
See.
incredibly expensive for an opposing force to try and attack us directly, but if they surround us, then we're in much worse positions.
We'll just have to make sure the Black Knights don't fall.
Indeed. I'd say that's mostly where my men are going. They're going to be taking a expeditionary force south into this corner here, while the Black Knights are dealing with the further down southern shores. We'll be moving up here and trying to punch our way back into the darkness. That's the
See.
plan, at least.
I wish you the greatest of luck.
Indeed. Thankfully, you've put a hole in their supply chain, since they can't set up and use the area to pillage, it would look.
That's probably what they were heading for, that fort, probably as to make it a supply point for them.
More than
Indeed.
likely,
A
given
strong
everything
point.
we've gone.
Yes, if they'd been able to repair that, set up some weapons, it would have been damn hard to assault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
congratulations on having all of that revealed.
not gonna lie, I'm actually itching a little bit to help them and, kick some raider ass.
Yeah.
I would very much like to assist the Black Knights, given my mother's affiliation with them.
I'm afraid that I know very well that you have, unfortunately, more important business to be attending to.
Yes,
I know.
know.
Well, the Knights
I
We-
know.
might, but I certainly don't, and I've led troops in battle before. Be happy to assist.
Well, we certainly won't turn down that offer of assistance.
Good.
And
Oh,
if it helps, we just unloaded a whole load of spoils into your quartermaster, including some rather interesting weapons that the enemy were using.
And
That I
what are
think-
these weapons? I've not yet had a chance to take a look.
You'll love them.
A miniature siege weapon, essentially.
Faunra has one. She can just put the plate
Yeah,
crusher down on the table.
Yeah, you can do so. I'm saying as well as
Why?
like a miniature siege weapon, essentially.
This is a very cute toy, and you watch him, pick the crossbow up, and he just sinks 2 fingers into the crossbow string and pulls it by hand back onto the rack instead of using the crank. And he'll hold it up, obviously with no bolt in it. Looks down the line of it. Oh, I'm sure a number of our yeah, sploosh. I'm sure a number of our forces would be able to take advantage of something like this. And then he will very
I bet.
carefully wrap his fingers around the string and then lower it back into position. Because I'm pretty sure, blank firing a non-bolt certainly risks blowing the whole fucking thing up.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah,
probably.
definitely gonna just break it.
Inch
Yes.
it closer. Yeah, it's a good look. You get to see a lot of luscious tendons, big veins. Slowly.
oh, I can see everything is so
Yeah.
good detail. This is like
Off season
4K.
8K.
Yes, I
Yeah.
imagine
Getting the vapors.
it'll be quite the useful tool. It dealt quite some damage to ourselves when we were up against it.
Brought about 28 of them to your quartermaster.
Well, that is quite the claim. Well, certainly won't turn them down.
Oh,
The only
and,
risk
I might
is
give it.
the only risk
We're
is
gonna
that
give it. Here's the thing. Listen. We're giving a description of that fucking ray caster that you shouldn't go fucking close to. You
What,
know,
sorry?
the fucking the clerics or the magic casters in the raider groups.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ones that had like the 8d10 fucking necrotic extra damage on their swings or something like that.
Yeah, those clerics are pretty
Like the
gnarly.
axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
aren't very
The-
good at hitting, though. They don't tend to melee, but also they never got a fucking opportunity to, besides like one or two
Yeah,
swings.
like
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
leaders of their little hunter brigades. They are not pleasant, for sure.
No.
yeah.
Another issue with the Plate Crusher, however, is its tendency to destroy itself.
Yes, I can see that modifications have been made to this thing. There's no support brace anywhere on this thing.
Yes.
Nope, it's just shoulder fired. Or, for a fellow like you, possibly a hand crossbow.
Ah, come now, my hands aren't that large. He places the crossbow down. His hands are definitely that large.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mm. As well, the Blood Axe, should you choose it, we are telling the tale of our fight against the Night Hunters camp down in the tavern tomorrow. I imagine it'll be quite the story if you choose to attend.
I'd hardly turn down a chance to hear about your valiant battle against such overwhelming numbers.
Well, then I think that is all the information we have on the Forces of Darkness.
Very well. Where is your next destination?
We are heading towards the jungle. We have word of an arm of light being near the edge of it.
Just on the border.
They'll nod slowly. Yeah, we've not heard much from there. Obviously, they take the northern river into King's Seat when they visit.
There's still one. Wait, is there still one? There's still one I don't have any information on. Have you been able to have you or the other Nightholds acquired anything about
Oh,
the? Let's see, where's the quest?
Yeah,
Quiver
under
of Hope.
objectives. The Quiver of Hope.
It's the only one we haven't gotten any intel on.
Correct.
I'm afraid not. Our library is not exactly what you would consider large. Most of the knowledge we've acquired found its way to Kingseat.
Very well, then that is fine. I'm sure we'll find something on it soon enough.
Yeah,
We
you
found-
just gotta you
I
just
know
gotta you just gotta find a chance to get into contact with Rani because she got like a fucking crit on investigating that.
Yes.
Rani!
Yes.
Y-
Our quest has been
yes.
going well. We've found more than half of
Yeah.
them.
I'm glad. And the child.
Safe as far as we are aware.
The camera cuts away and zooms in on another building. She's like awkwardly sat in a gigantic snake woman's lap. She's like eating, I don't know, like a fruit salad, and she's just looking a little bit confused at how this has occurred.
Look,
She's doing fine.
We've
she has
heard
never
word of her, and
she has never been safer before in her life.
we've heard word of her and have chanced to meet upon some of her group, and they are trustworthy enough to protect her for now.
So, well, I don't know about Quiver of Hope, but I'm hopefully quivering soon. Hyperwaggle.
And Eric will slowly raise a brow. I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm just
No,
gonna
I
pinch my
just was
brow.
Well, my offer from the first time we met is still on the table.
Uh-huh. Do you want to give me a persuade check there, Bob?
Can I assist?
I guess, yeah, if you want to try and wingman for Bob.
I
or wingwoman.
mean, Kiri wants to assist in both the role and the act.
Yeah, that's like a tag team. Fuck yeah, let's do this shit.
Actually, what's your
Sure.
persuade?
Down. Mine is 4.
Do you want me to roll?
You better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
paladin.
big
Yeah.
paladin charisma dork.
Yeah, Palette Christmas. Probably a little bit better. No, you're not.
No, it's fine. It's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
you're right,
The
you're right.
assist.
Chris.
The
Yeah,
love
you're right.
assist. It's
Yep,
fine.
this is.
Okay. He's gonna like lean back in his chair, which of course creaks ominously thanks to his prestigious size. I could be persuaded.
Right, then, on that note, I shall take my leave.
Yes,
Of
we're
course.
we're quite tired from the journey. Some R&R is in need for several of us.
Of course. Hopefully not all of you are too tired.
Some of us are fresh,
I am
relaxed, and
very-
ready for even more action.
We're very invigorated.
Of course. Yeah, as you guys leave, the guards seem confused when like not all of you walk outside. The door closes behind you, and they just hear like a loud slam as someone is hiked up onto the table.
Yes, Grandmaster Bloodaxe will be busy for the next while. He has more business with the rest of our members of the party still in there.
Yes, a pressing concern, I'm sure.
Quite want to
Wait.
make sure that he's not
Hey, Muff.
disturbed.
Just as I said, pressing concern, you just hear muffled. Maybe pressing concern.
How can you talk with a mouth already so full?
Well, let me give him the suck.
Oh no.
I don't think Bob needs his advantage, but I guess I'll give it anyway.
No, you handle you. You're gonna need it more than I do.
And
Oh,
on
dear.
that note, I'm going to get out of here before I start hearing more noises from them. I wish
Let me
the
show
two of you
you.
luck, as you have to stay here and listen.
Well, he has advantage on athletics, so let's see here.
Holy
Oh.
He has a strength.
Fucking
He has a
nice.
strength of 28 when he's in a fight,
28!
God
Oh
damn.
boy!
and a strength of
Oh,
just a natural athletics of 16 with advantage. It would
Damn.
be higher in a fight, I suppose, because it takes into account assuming his strength is 20, I think, outside of a fight. Mission
just
survive.
Yeah, he's gonna be needing that.
I don't think he
He-
is. You are. He beat you.
Just squish.
Squelch. Now, Hallie, of course. Sorry, I'm just unable to roleplay in multiple directions at once. One of the Dragonhold's mighty emotional support bimbos is headed up to the hospital. Now let's see here. There are a couple of nurses who will be happy to get you changed out of your like fucking metal armor and adventuring gear and into some clean robes for walking around. And after you have shot your holy load, they came here and spent majority of your spell slots. So how much are you going to blast? That's up to you, Kiri. Do you use any contraceptives?
I don't think she was expecting this for the day, so probably not.
Okay.
Oh God, roll low, you fuck.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No. Very no.
Babies.
Christy's coming back.
No, stop putting the fox wolves everywhere.
No. No.
Well, and the suck treatment he got, like, he shot a load that ballooned you. Like, his balls and shaft were polished to a mirror sheen.
Oh yeah. You ponder the fuck out of those orbs.
Indeed. It'd be like,
Yeah, exactly.
my
It
balls are
wasn't Kiri's
fucking
fault. She did
smooth.
everything right. It's just Bob fucking the virility god.
Yep. Did some fucking druid magic with your tongue in his sack.
I believe it.
God, now he's gonna have to order a new desk. The two of you just destroy it. Pretty sorry.
Just get a whole bunch of people mending in there.
Yep. Of course, next question, is Bob gun set on this deck?
Well, he more than likely has the physical prowess for it, like Relly's still up for it. Bob's not gonna say no.
Sure,
Look at that
alright.
Is he gonna
constitution.
sit-
This man's
sit
not
or
going
is he gonna
soft for the next
suck?
4 hours. He needs to call his doctor.
Yeah. It's gonna be the full like one arm around the hips and then one like at the throat and jaw, finger in the mouth, just pound down. Like the full just hunch ravaging. You are used like a bitch toy.
Nice.
Oh no. Poor Bob.
How will Bob survive?
Woe be Bob.
Let's see here. All right, Hallie. After right around this time, obviously you've spent your spell slots and healed a number of people. They have a large number of clerics for like immediate treatment on hand, but they don't have emotional support bimbos in this hold. And there are a bunch of poor, big, muscular, powerful, corrupt knights who just need a break, buried face deep in titties.
Hooray! That's what these are for.
Yay!
I can help Hallie in the comforting, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm not like an official.
You didn't follow Hallie.
No.
No,
I
you
guess
you went with the rest of the crew up to Sir Eric. Hallie very
Oh, fair
specifically left you guys to it and then immediately went, I'm off to the hospital.
That makes sense.
I mean, they're all going off to do big fighting anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hallie has high-level cleric spells, including Mass Healing Word
Yay! Let's
and
see.
Mass Cure Wounds.
I was about to say, I think you have that by now, right? Yeah.
I only have
Yeah.
one cast of that.
Yeah, obviously they have like tons of clerics on staff, so immediate injuries, healing, like that kind of thing. They do have the means amongst their whole party. This hold has kept everyone physically healthy, apart from those who like accumulated harm and need to spend time in there on long recovery. But yeah, they don't have like a therapist hanging around the Ivory home. Actually, no, that's wrong. They also probably have a couple, but they don't have the very specific grump support that you provide.
Very specifically, an Emblemite Moo Cow.
Yay! Yeah, it appeals to a great many of them. And then some turn up who you're pretty sure didn't need the emotional support, but also don't mind getting lost in a giant cowgirl's ass.
Entertaining.
Hooray!
Yay! Right. And let's see here. Ariel, Taji, Faunra. You guys get very regularly flirted with at the tavern.
Mm. Yeah,
I
I'm
will
gonna have to turn them
politely
down.
turn them down.
Aw.
It's bad enough I got into an orgy without telling my boyfriend.
Oops.
Is there anyone Tiara has a fancy approves of?
She is like still completely
Oh, she's
blissed out
dead.
on your lap.
You wrecked that bee.
I did.
Faunra, I'm gonna have to wait till my partner gets up.
Yeah, basically.
Global. That makes only a couple more of them like, oh fuck, that sounds really fun. Goodness. Yeah, you guys have probably quite a nice time in the Ivory home, and then
Yeah.
uh,
In the night, I will do a dream sending to the Black Knight mother, making sure, like, tell her I'm in there and I've heard about her hold's newest operation. And I wish her the greatest amount of success and that she's able to return to us.
aw, that's nice. When like morning comes around, she probably asks an actual like a cleric or wizard to perform a sending for her because she's a ranger. She doesn't have that ability. Let's see here. There you go.
Oh, good. At least she's in the first wave.
What do you mean? She wants lots of glory and go kick
I
some
mean,
darkness
I
flat.
know. I understand that. Just the first wave is typically the one that is broken the most, though.
We still have some of those crates of alchemical fire. If they can load it up on the Pegasus side, you could just, like, bomb run them. If a squadron of Pegasus Knights just fly more than 600 feet up,
Yeah, they're
they
generally
can
pretty
just carpet
careful.
bomb. Yeah, so if they're like 700 feet, they can just carpet drop those, crates of alchemical fire.
Yeah, they have concoctions that are a little bit more money efficient than just sticking a bunch of the same small explosive in a crate. Indeed, the Pegasus Knights would be happy
Wait,
to teach you one of these.
Oh, they actually have alchemical
Oh?
creations? Yeah, I'll learn some
Yeah, as I
alchemical
said, like you
creations.
said you wanted some, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
these guys have a Pegasus Knight squadron that they do drop bombings.
I would love to learn this if they are willing to teach it.
They also do battle frenzy potions.
What?
oh,
Yeah! They're the kind, though, that you drink
now
when
you
you're
can-
surrounded by only enemies and aren't at risk of hitting your own friends. You go real apeshit. Yeah.
Go ape shit.
Yeah, if they're willing to teach it, I'm willing to learn.
Yeah, sure.
you go full red Ursula.
Time. What?
Yeah, the glory hole.
It's an old
I love
meme, but
that
it
so much.
checks out, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, I hated that character so much. It's such a bell end.
Indeed. The thing is, I'm only remembering Marta, but he's the good one.
Yeah, no. This is
Don't
this
run.
was yeah. This was the dude who upheld Worf's dishonor for the
Yeah, go
Empire.
run. This fucker here is go run.
There you go.
Oh,
I think it was Ben stepping
that
out.
was Ben.
Ben.
Okay, I will add that to my alchemical list.
There you go. It's a week of brewing to do them, but yeah, you can make bombs. They need to have picked up a let's say speed. Otherwise, they will just hit the ground and not crack and explode open for safety reasons, carrying very easy to break things like a gigantic crate of bomb. It's not so much a safety fuse as just like you really need to put some oomph into it or the casing won't crack.
Well, that's good.
So what you're saying is somebody with strength can yeet these fuckers into their faces.
Oh yeah, like I mean, it would be like throwing a kettleball, but yeah, sure. If you can throw a kettleball 40 feet, then you can throw a bomb.
It's like one of them classic bombs.
Yeah.
It's a
That
shot
bomb
put.
Cartoon.
would actually
Yep.
be pretty difficult for us to actually get off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a giant ape can throw that, no problem. They have a rock throw, and the rock would be equivalent weight, so whatever their throw range is fine. But obviously, these are made to be held in a harness and then dropped.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is
have
we
the
get
high
a lot
ground.
of this.
Yeah.
We get a lot of these. Bob turns into a giant eagle.
Not strong enough to. I don't think. How big and strong is a giant eagle? I don't think a giant eagle alone can carry one.
It's large size.
Let's have a look.
But
It's large size, but what's its actual strength?
that's the question, isn't it? No,
A
that's
giant
only-
eagle has a strength of 16.
Oh no, they could do it.
Yeah.
Strength 16 is enough to haul that around. Yeah, giant eagle Bob could drop this.
Well, it is a tool
Amazing.
to consider for the future.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, giant flying badger, but
That's an
What?
eagle, badger striped and colored.
Badge eagle. Badgical. Conjugal.
A beagle.
Yes, a beagle. There we go. Perfect. Nice, of course. Customary. Oh, where's the little heart? I guess I'll use this.
But how did Bob doesn't need to roll a con save to be able to walk normally. Bob's been pounded by big deals before and now has changed his capabilities. So
I'm not sure that saves you from the fucking
yeah, no.
strongest man in the world here.
Yeah, here's
There you
Savin.
go.
Use the charm part. That one makes more sense for you.
The Battle Frenzy Potion. It costs 200. The imbiber is treated as having the Barbarian Rage feature active for 1 minute.
Oh.
During this time, allies are not counted as allies, although they are not considered enemies. Enemies remain enemies. So there are obviously battle implications to that. A lot of things are like you heal an ally that you choose in a place, or creatures, or like it's very hard to
Allies
heal someone
within
who's battle
range.
frenzied. Yeah, allies within range. Yeah, exactly. You don't count as an allies within range while you're using this.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. But hey, it is budget rage, and it lasts for a minute even if you go down and get back up again.
I can see the use of it.
Yeah.
You know, it just made me think of like Rage Ape, not just Rage.
Rage ape.
Yep.
Yeah, you could.
Can
I
reach
guess.
Or
I guess.
Fury
I guess.
ape
Yeah,
is
you
thy
could.
rape. Like,
Yeah. Fire ape, the old classic. But yeah, I mean, you could stick a rage potion in a giant ape, and it would just go fucking loco.
can you concentrate on a spell while raging? I don't
No.
think so.
No.
No.
Yeah. Worth the ask.
Ah, goodness. Okay, so
But here's the thing: as
Hmm?
habit is treated as habit.
What was
um,
that?
I guess it's mostly my own wording's fault. As under the effect of the
Okay.
barbarian yeah.
Yeah, but if you're raging, you can't concentrate on it. So even if you're under the, because it's saying you're under the effect of it, it's treated as having a rage. So you wouldn't actually be able to concentrate on a spell.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Rewrite that as though under the effect of the barbarian rage feature.
Okay. No, just making sure so we don't have issues with this later.
Yep, worth checking. Language is important.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what they produce here as their little specialties: fucking drop bombs and rage potions.
Neat.
Otherwise, I will be right back in a moment. Use the washroom, and then it will be a fresh, glorious morning where the prodigal son can return.
Yay!
Hooray!
Mm-hmm.
Because like a lot of everything that you carry is, in a cart, etc.
Yeah.
And
So,
like every single one of these Pegasus Knights travel light. They have
So I'm
their
sure we
gear
can-
on, and that's it.
Yep.
I'm sure we can upgrade our cart now to a wagon. We got so many of them.
we upgrade our cart to a balloon, actually, and then
A zeppelin.
yeah, it's like a
No,
ghetto
we just
airship. It's
No,
just
no,
a
it's just
balloon
a-
and a bunch of Pegasi running it like a chariot.
In my own head,
Oh,
I
God,
imagine
how-
a normal horse like just walking, like what would be a wagon, but it's a wagon with balloons on it, so it's not touching the ground. It's not heavy enough to get particularly high, just floats on us there.
Yeah, little hover ship.
Maybe we should trade these wagons in for actually something.
I mean,
Yeah,
all
we
these
traded
quote
them in for
wagons
cash.
Yeah, I know.
you have, it's all gone. It's
Well,
all
he did,
it's been
yes,
turned
but,
into money.
I meant the cash in for something really sweet, for instead of a.
Well,
well,
we're gonna
there
be
was a
having a
full
tour.
caps denied in Chivalrix earlier this morning.
Yeah, no Conestogas. No
No.
biggie waggy.
Anyway,
You could certainly
Got a
have like a
medium-sized
small
wagon.
carriage. Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
You guys have
A
a
sweet
lovely night
small
and
carriage.
recount glorious tales. Kiri and Bob are looking a little bit packed.
okay.
You know when someone's just been hard drinking and they look the kind of hungover that looks like they could really use a meal. Like you've just turned inside out. It was amazing.
You're just sipping fucking hot cocoa with a bunch of icy hot pads all over.
Yep.
I think we found a new definition of fun. Oh, I can't feel my legs still.
Lifts head. Just lifts head from table and just, like we use all the hairs on the table and just slicks it all back and uses, all the self to adjust the body. Can actually hear some of the bones like pop back into place.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, you probably have a bit of a sore throat. You're incredible, but like
Nobody's that
sure.
incredible. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can be in a few more levels. But
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah, okay. I think, and I was gonna stay and help the Ivory and Black Knights anyway, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be walking for a little bit. At least not very far.
You're not going to be coming with us to the forest hold?
Honestly, I think my talents really would be best spent getting these people ready to fight a defensive war. That's sort of my specialty from back home. Taking care of castles like these.
You will be missed. It was definitely fun having you around.
It was incredibly
Then
fun
you
being with all
helped
of
fill
you.
a Tristan-shaped hole in our party.
No, I could never.
It helped, at least.
Yes, it is certainly a boon to have you around for the time.
No, you're the boons. I'm just an owl.
You are a fantastic comrade to have in a fight. You have my respect.
Oh, shucks. You could just
You-
say you like
I like all of you too.
You are my best friend in that mimic dungeon there.
Kiri's just gonna like hobble herself up, sway a little bit, and then pull everyone into a big group hug. Gonna miss you guys so
Yay.
much.
Aw.
I'll miss you.
You better come to the Harvest Festival.
You're damn right I will. And you all should come visit Torchlight sometime. Little town's really
I
doing.
don't-
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
It would
I
be
don't-
nice to visit.
I don't know where that is.
Me neither, but I'll find my way back there eventually. Just follow the sound of giant desert dragons.
At some point, an animal messenger is going to turn up like, you left for milk ages ago.
You left for cigarettes so long ago. Where are you?
No, she left for milk ages ago, found Hallie, and just kept drinking.
Yeah, I found the milk. No one
Sasha.
ever said I was bringing it back. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up,
Said you were just
Cass.
going out. You just said you were going out for a grocery run. It's been in like 3 years.
Obviously, the King Casa is at home with your precious baby. So
Exactly.
you have to return at some point. He is
Yeah.
expecting you to return at the very least.
And Kiri just is gonna send him a sending that she's gotta help save the world real quick. It'll be fine. I'll be right back.
Ah,
That's what you said last time.
Well, no, the problem truly is that Kiri the bimbo wandered off and met another bimbo, and then through their powers combined, both of them forgot what they were supposed to do.
Just intelligence vortex.
yeah.
It's like when two nerds rub on each other and they just give each other assistance
Start
like
babbling
fucking Tristan
bullshit.
Bob all the time. Kiri and Hallie just constantly disadvantage each other on everything mentally.
Yeah.
And yay, Tristy!
How's Trish
Indeed.
back?
As you're even saying as much, wandering into the tavern, Trist, you're looking freshly shaven and you're feeling pretty good about life. You kind of wish you had some laudanum to sip, but you'll shake that in a couple of days, you're sure.
Just trade one addiction for another. It's fine.
Yep.
Ah, hey
Oh,
everyone,
look
you
who
missed
it
me. Oh
is.
god, hi Faunra.
Look at you. Aren't you looking quite well for yourself? Better than I've seen you in a long time.
Yeah, a little R&R did me good. Oh fuck, have you gotten stronger? Goddamn girl. Well, Tristy just picks Hallie up and gives her a little spin around. There you are.
Blah!
You as well, Cass. You are looking quite well.
Yes, I'm amazed. Look at this. A centaur-sized tavern. And yeah, you can see that she's allowed her hair to grow long. She's re-dyed it to the original silver because, again, black fur horse, black hair. She just fucking disappears and becomes a little shadow with a person peeking out of it. It's
After-
tied up in a long ponytail now, though.
After carefully looking over Tristy, Hallie's gonna do the same thing to Cassie.
Oh, hello there, Hallie. Yes, it is good to see all of you. We've been watching your adventures, admittedly, like, rather zoomed out because you're quite hard to scry.
Yes, I imagine that's the point. We are supposed to be hard to scry.
That
Indeed.
was incredible
But we
work
need
at
to
that
look for
castle.
you, so we were able to follow. Yes, it was quite the show.
Yeah.
We were lucky that Queenie and them were in the area.
Indeed. You should have seen how Morgan fretted.
Yeah, so I imagine
Can't believe we
there'll be
spaced
plenty
out our
of
resources well enough.
I imagine there'll be plenty of fretting once they manage to get back to Morgan.
Yeah, well, they'll figure that reunion out eventually. I can understand wanting to put something like that off.
Quite. Let's see. It's probably too early to tell. I was gonna say, does Cass look like she's starting to get a little more weight around like the stomach, or?
It's too early to see that she's
Yeah,
No.
way too
larger.
early to tell.
No. And we've been told centaurs have an 11-month gestation.
Yeah,
Because
no, that's why I'm saying it's too early to tell.
Yeah, for sure. It's been, I think it took half a month for her to get Pargent.
like the only one who might know might be Hallie, but that would only be if she,
You'd have to
ask
directly
God.
look for. Yeah, you'd directly have to cast a spell and be looking for it. She's certainly not going to bring that up.
It's Pregante.
Either way,
Hallie's more concerned about her returning to life than anything else.
you and Tristan are positively glowing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
thanks. A little bit of time off suited us well, I
No.
suppose.
No, I mean literally glowing. Did your mom throw like the light spell on you?
They're not literally glowing.
They do both check themselves over, I'm sure. We'll frown a little bit.
Hey, that's the power of mom energy and mac and cheese.
There was a lot of
Oh my
both, let me
God,
tell you. Oh, and
Yeah, actually, Ariel, she has put on a little bit of thing.
it's
think
not
we're
baby
gonna
weight,
have to
it's
do some
just
It's
it's
home
not
cooking.
baby fat.
Yeah,
I've got
Tristle
a bit
pull
of a
out of his
paunch.
pack another one of Morgan's great big pies.
I'm sure that any weight you may or may not have gained will come right off given our adventures.
Well, hopefully.
It looks fine.
So yeah, July 2nd of next year is when Cassie's expecting.
Yay.
Ah, I see. Well, you caught us at a good time. We'll be leaving this hole in a couple of days and heading to the forest, and from there, well, you know our destination.
Indeed. Well, that's good. What's the cause for the downtime, actually?
We needed a bit of rest after fighting that whole encampment and then the Beast of Darkness back to back, essentially.
What? You guys needing rest? What is this? Who are you people? Actually getting the R&R you deserve? Or a fraction of it, really?
I mean, you saw that. You saw that fight we were in.
Yeah, I
That's
We
did.
the
needed at this
man.
point.
Yes.
I've never been to the jungle before. I heard there are orange tans there.
You
We're
look
not,
at
And beetles.
we're not
Big
truly
beetles.
going deep into the jungle.
yes,
We
there
are
are.
just going to be on the outskirts of it.
Yes,
My
there
older
are
brother.
definitely beetles.
My older brother went to the jungle. He discovered 12 different types of beetles.
Well,
I'm from the jungle. I know.
maybe we'll discover 12
But
different
have
types
you
of Tajana.
but have you seen the ones as big as a doggy?
Yes.
I have not. I care not to see beetles that huge.
They have
The
poison
bugs get so big.
noses.
You're just cementing my decision further to never venture deep into the jungle.
They like to throw things.
My brother also says they have a fancy type of dragon there. They like old temples.
Again, cementing further my decision not to go deeper into the jungle.
Hallie, I think you might
That's
have
okay,
met
I'm
one
never
of those
going back either.
dragons.
What?
Yes, you know, Hallie, Queenie, big jungle dragon.
But
She
she's not
did-
green.
She did say she had a temple there at
Yeah,
one
she had a
point.
glorious temple made of gold, full of lizard men.
My brother said they were all green.
I don't think they're all green.
Why?
Yeah, Taji, all of those history checks were to be like, do you recognize the tales of the Golden Queen? Legendary dragon of
okay.
the jungles, and you failed every one of them every time it came up.
Yay.
I'm so sorry.
Also, remember, Hallie's recounting information with an 8 intelligence from her 20 intelligence older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying don't worry. You're not right.
Yeah, goodness. We just got off a
Three
month's
dragons
break,
around.
and now you're taking a little sit down. Will that be here or at the next hold?
Here for a few days at least, and perhaps a day or two at another hold.
I think people were muttering about explodey things.
Ooh.
The Ivory home are going to war.
About
Yes.
time.
There's. Yes. The Raiders and Force of Darkness have gotten too close to the Ivory Home and the Black Knights.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Cass, you gonna be okay to
Speaking-
stick with us for a bit? I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to head back to your night hold.
No nonsense. I could do a whole lot of good with you guys, and I have certainly got faith in the rest of the night hold.
Good, because I didn't actually want you to go.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Nor do I want to go. She'll gently pinch an ear.
Yeah.
So, since we're gonna be here, sup, Trist?
Sup, bro? You looking kind of rough. You finally meet your match, did you?
He finally got to make good on his promise from about a year ago.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh, you suck the Grandmaster's hefty hog then.
I polished his equipment to a mirror fucking sheen.
Fair enough.
I don't suppose that's any reason connected to why Blondie over there looks like she's about to collapse.
Oh, it is. Oh, yes. Tristan, that is Lady Kierwyn.
Oh, I know.
She took
She
the-
fucked my mom.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all got acquainted when we were at the Witches, mate.
Right, yes.
She's decided that she wants to go and slap around some people in the south. And
Makes
also,
sense.
she can't move her legs.
Speaking of scrying,
Yeah.
take a look at this orb.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Let me
Okay,
take a look.
Tris, you can do an
It'll
Arcana.
it'll need a fixing,
Yeah.
but
Oh, you want me to roll Arcana?
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, if you're showing it to Trist, it'll probably be his, but you can give him advantage.
Oh, sure.
Or Cassie.
Pathetic. All right, I'll take a
Okay,
21.
As it is, it's pretty dormant, but it could probably use to like maybe knock a third off of the production cost.
Not
Where do we get the
gonna
orb
be
from?
useful on its own, but
It was
we could repair it and get it useful for proper scrying spells.
the Raider.
I had figured as much given its nature to self-destruct after we had found it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not surprising. Vel wouldn't want you backtracing any of his minions.
I backtraced it.
Admittedly, is a good move on his part, as
Speaking of-
much as I don't like to give that to him.
Well, since we got our resident brainiac and tinkerer, just walls out and gets the one plate crusher reserved for Tristy to look over.
These things should not be able to exist, but I'm happy they
No,
do.
no, they should
But
not.
they do.
Let's see.
Terribly dangerous, though. You're not allowed to carry one of those on my back.
No.
A snapping crossbow string to rip my head off.
Yeah, well, that does make a modicum of sense, I suppose.
Well,
Yeah, I think the less that one of those things is shaken before being fired, the better.
Quite.
Probably, yeah.
I will
I
impose
figure a
disadvantage if you
resident
try and
tinker.
fire that thing from on Cassie's back. It definitely wants to be propped on something when you shoot it, although you can just power arm it.
Yeah, I think if I'm holding on to this, I think what I'll do is make a bipod for it.
Oh, they already have bipods.
Oh. No, but
just
one that's
needs to
not complete
actually-
shit so it doesn't fall to pieces as soon as I fire it. Look at this thing. It's barely holding it together.
That's because
I
it's a
suppose.
miniature siege engine.
Yes, it's a
That
miniature siege
shouldn't
engine made by
exist.
retards.
I mean, you'd probably need some magical materials if you wanted to keep it still mostly stripped down and not explode.
Yeah, well, luckily, and Trist will go over and shake the giant party loot. We have plenty. I think I could do some reinforcement. This
Well, I'd
thing
love to see it happen.
working. Actually, we do have some... Ooh, I like that idea. We have
What is your idea?
Behir tongues. If you want elastic muscle.
Wait, Tris, you were
I could
watching,
try
right?
and make a Behir string, yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
watching.
possible.
Wish I could have come and
Did you-
helped, but still feeling
Did you
pretty
see-
shit.
Did you see Tiara?
I did. This fucking Siege Master Tiara.
She did so well.
Tiara beams from where she is. She's probably like in the princess carry position, just chilling in Faunra's arms.
You
I-
are a murder machine, little
Hmm.
buzz.
Fuck yeah.
I do have a question for you, Tristan.
Uh-huh.
Whilst we're in a dungeon that remains that it doesn't want us to say the name of, were you able to spy on us there, or was it blocked?
You went into a dungeon?
As I thought.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, Christy, look at my eyes.
Nice contacts.
Yeah.
Nope.
We talked about the dungeon. It's where I got my held my pendant.
Yeah.
This is my new eye color now. Also, I have 2 hearts.
Nice.
Indeed, one was already
Like
full
I
to
turned
bursting.
into that treasure chest in front of you. Remember? We
Yeah,
talked
I
about
remember.
this.
But on the scrying mirror, it was like it just crackled a little bit, and then it looked like you all were just sitting there frozen for hours. And then you
Yeah,
poof.
that sounds right for where we were.
Yep.
I'm fairly certain we can't talk about it unless if we do, we explode.
Yeah,
No,
Taji,
you
you
can talk
already
about
know.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the majority of the rules. Going into actual details about what is meant to be contained there, that's a big no-no. But mentioning, yeah, that there was a big mimic dungeon, that's fine.
Yeah, I know they just literally cannot talk about it.
Yep.
I can, but I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Ooh, Taji, show Tristy your new friend.
Which new friend are we talking about? Are we talking the ale friend? I
The
just
ale
wanna-
friend.
Sir Ale.
Again, you guys met during the Witches' meet.
Yeah.
We met during the witches meeting.
This is
He knows
none of
about
this
it.
is new information.
Tristy was high as hell.
He was high as balls, it's
Look,
true. But
if
also,
there's anything I
high as hell
remember
Tristy,
from
hyper-focused.
the Witches' meet, it's a couple conversations with certain somebodies, and also the fucking ale mimic.
And also naked Hallie the entire time.
And naked Taji.
Oh,
Honestly, that's
and
all
all of those.
kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
And
it?
all of
'Cause-
those witches, they wanted to take you home.
Yep. You got a hot item on your hands, Cass?
I do. I have to keep you away from the cougars.
Open my mouth for a second and then immediately close it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit no. Take him home.
alrighty, Heidi.
Witches
I
home.
think we're all caught up. Let's get our stuff together. Get our explodey bits and head on the road. Like 2 days.
As you say
Some
that,
days,
like
yeah.
the door opens and then Eric will wander in. He's actually wearing his Nighthold gear now. Oh, you're going to leave before picking up your reward?
No, we were not planning to leave before that.
I was asking how many days we're going to spend here because I have to mark
We
off.
don't know yet.
Yeah. Yes, I can escort you to the armory. If you're in a hurry to leave, I'm sure the Forest Hold will receive you with open arms. Otherwise, you're welcome to hang around here. Obviously, we're a little bit busy ourselves. We're all getting geared up for war, so might be a little bit occupied.
Can I give my reward to Tristy or Cassie? I got
From
all. I'm not giving up my weapons.
Sure, not a problem. No. You can hardly all scoop something up out of the armory, but I'm sure a couple of things. Say, 3 pieces.
More than fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, he will escort you guys back up the hill and pulls a very large, it would appear to be solid platinum key out before opening a heavily rune engraved door made of solid stone. It slides open silently, as opposed to Dark Soulsing the lot of you. Just slides open quietly. He will escort you inside. The smell of, you can tangibly smell the taste of violence. Like, it's not the taste
Oh,
of blood or death, it's just the taste that you associate mentally with violence.
perfect.
Yeah,
Just
Taji's hair, stands on end.
It smells like my god.
It does.
it just Bob's just covers mouth and nose to be like, oh boy.
Yeah, you can smell it so clearly, Bob, that you can probably also just feel it on a nearly sixth sense level. That it's just a tense, violent room. This is like the Area 51 storagey type things where you walk in this is a dangerous room full of experimental weapons that nobody understands.
This is the smell I literally worship.
Yeah.
Indeed, you can also psychosomatic reactions to be like just look at things and just ghostly, not actual sound, just ghost sounds in your head of battles that they were in, fights,
Sure.
screams like that of combat. So it's like,
He nods proudly. We have a couple of armor pieces, but I believe most of those are going to be taken out by knights out in the crusade. But yes, plenty of weapons, some fetishes and reagents.
Eh.
You have the run of the place. Pick 3 things, and I guess you come back and I'll write them out.
This is the armorer.
This is the
yeah.
armory. So Eric is
Armory.
the one who's introduced you into it. It was a very, very well locked magic stone door. When he runs a hand across the wall, there's a silver filigree rune set into it. A number of lanterns will light themselves up down the length of this vaunted hall of it. Looks like shelves and lockers. A number of them have little placards just laid out in front of them so that you can read what the contents are, because the box itself is sealed and in the dark. But of course, you'll find out what that stuff is, and more correctly, we'll figure out what those things are between sessions. I think we're going to draw this one to a close.
Yay.
Sounds fine.
whoop.
I got my boy back.
Your boy, the
Yeah.
prodigal son returns.
He do a return.
The
Yeah,
prodigy
hard one to
son.
say.
Alrighty, then. Did you explore a new or interesting location for the first time?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did it.
Did you discover a new and interesting truth about the land?
Yes,
yeah,
Eric's
the
stuck
knights are
here.
going to war, actually.
Sounds about right. New
Prodigal.
ally or lasting enemy?
No, the knights have always kind of been our allies, and they're not enemies.
Yeah.
No, I would actually say you win in Ivory Knight Sophia. She is a
No, we made her
wandering
an ally
knight.
last time, remember?
Oh, you made her an ally
Yeah.
last time. Right, okay, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Does her account for Kiri? Because whether he likes it or not, he's an ally now.
No, he doesn't count.
Oh.
If I count every dude who got you pregnant, God.
Hey.
So much
Hey,
experience.
it's only happened.
I'd have like 5 yeah, I was gonna say I'd have like 5 experience, but weird that it would happen that often. Alright. Advance or complete a quest.
No.
Not really.
I don't think this was a quest, no.
Not really.
Threat far beyond expectations, no. Learn something new about player character, yeah. Also one of them got pregnant.
Yay.
That tends to be pretty telling.
Kiri got you an XP on the way out.
Yeah. Commitments to your oaths. The fairies obviously
did.
like spent the entire time repeating the thick crusade they got up to, so yeah.
It wasn't really in a
Yeah,
memorable, retellable way, though.
Yeah,
They tried.
they did not
Pet's
try
really
at
cool.
all.
They didn't. No.
They
No.
just face planted that entirely.
We did
Yeah,
a
but-
roll, so
Yeah, but
But you don't even have
Also-
to roll for it, though. You just kind of spewed out like what happened rather than like being like hyping it up or anything.
also Winter did try.
You tried. Would you
did.
like to give me a roll? We'll tell the dice how you actually
Sure.
recounted it.
What do you want? Performance?
Yeah, sounds about right. Obviously, advantage from Bob. Alright, yeah, alright, I'll count it. It's quite the telling. Like, you literally as well, like, invited people down to the tavern for a big retelling. Although that part never got role played out, obviously. An event was made of it. And Sir Eric was
Yeah.
in attendance too.
I thought we were doing that next
Yeah,
session
that's
for
next time.
the retelling. Yeah.
Is that next time? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, it was for telling to.
Fuck it, we'll count it this time.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that is...
3 for everyone, but the
Yep. 3 for everyone, 4 for the Fae.
Yep.
Oh, and just because it amuses me, fucking Bob and Kiri and Faunra all earn advantages for breaking or being broken.
You need inspiration.
I don't have none. Do you already have inspiration?
I was asking if the advantage we earned was inspiration.
Sorry, yes, I meant inspiration.
Kiri will give that to Christy since she's on the way out.
Makes sense.
Also, speaking of giving people things, Kiri was carrying a potion of cloud giant strength we picked up and a +1 maul. Does anyone want those, or should I just put them in party loot?
Give it to.
I think
the
Faunra's
bun.
gonna want the potion of cloud giant strength.
Yep.
You can have that, and I don't think anyone needs a magic maul. I guess Kiri will just keep that in check for a future enormous fucking foxwolf blondie.
Yep. I mean, heck, keeping a +1 maul is always a good idea when you have the ability to like accidentally yeet your weapon away. Being able to go, well, fuck you, and then pull out a maul is a pretty alpha move.
It's true. All right, Neato Burrito. Well, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, that's it for today. Or it might be. We don't know if there's going to be Mercenhammer, but if there is, we'll see you in about 2 hours. Till then, adios and do take care.